Hi everyone, this is Devraj Agarwal. Welcome to my video on how to create Excel dashboard for display on monitors. To create a dashboard, first we need data which can be auto-refreshed to display any change in data. In my last video, I had explained how to import data from MySQL into Excel using Power Query. You can watch it using the link shown here. It is also included in the description for this video. We are going to use the same data. So we now start Excel application and open the file that has the data from car sales table in MySQL database. Next, we need some charts to display on the dashboard. First, we will create a horizontal bar chart to show the number of vehicles sold by each manufacturer. Since the data is in tabular format, we need to first organize it by using pivot table. Select the data on the Data tab. Click on the Insert tab, then select Pivot Table, keep default selections and click OK. From the field list, select Manufacturer and Sales. We now have a summary of manufacturers and units sold. Select the pivot data. Click Insert, then Charts, Bar, and then click OK. Right-click on Chart and select Move Chart. Change name to Chart 1 and select OK. Right-click on Sum of Sales and select Hide All buttons on the chart. Select Title and change it to Vehicles Sold by Manufacturers. Change font size to 28. Click on Chart, then on the plus icon on the top right. Uncheck Legend, check Axis Titles. Name the Axis Titles to Sales and Manufacturers. Select plus icon again and check Data Labels. Then select More Options. Under Number, change category to number and decimals places to 0. Close all panel to the right of the chart if open. Now create a histogram showing number of car models having sales in a range. For this, we will create a range between low and high values for units sold. In column C, we combine the low and high value to display a range. We also divide the numbers in column A and B by 1000 to convert the number to a smaller scale so that it is easier to display on the chart. In column D, we add a formula to count the number of car models sold in a specific range. In row 13, add a formula to show total number of models. In row 14, add a formula to show total units sold. Now select data from C2 to D12 and create a column chart type. Add chart title, axis names, and data labels as we did in the previous chart. We will also add labels to show the total number of models and total sales. Select Chart, Chart Tools, Format, and then click on Text box. Click on top of chart where we want to place the label. While the box is selected, add equal to in address bar and click on cell C3, hit enter. Next, add another label and select the total number of models sold. Next, we add one more label and select cell C14 for total sales. Finally, the last label is for the sum of total sales. Now select the chart and move it to its own separate sheet. Name it chart 2. Next, enable full screen mode icon. Click on Access Toolbar drop-down and select More Commands. Select Quick Access Toolbar, then All Commands, and select Toggle Full Screen View and click on Add button. Select OK. Now hide all other sheets except Data, Chart 1 and Chart 2 and arrange the charts in the order you would like to display. Next, we will write code in VBA to switch the charts every few minutes. We need Developer tab for this. If it is not enabled, go to More Commands, Customize Ribbon, and select Developer checkbox. Click Developer tab, then Visual Basic button. On Datasheet, add the code as shown here. This refreshes all pivot tables in the workbook whenever the data in car sales table is updated via the Power Query, which we are going to schedule to refresh every 1 minute. Now in the workbook object, we add the code to schedule a timer to call a function to switch sheets. Next, add a module and add code to switch sheets. First, we check if the screen is in full screen mode. Then we find the next sheet index where we iterate through all the sheets and get the index of the next visible sheet. Next, we read the sheet switching time from the info worksheet. Let's unhide the info worksheet. On this worksheet, we have a value that tells the program in how many seconds to switch the sheets. We can change this value anytime between 5 and 59 seconds. For now, keep it to 10 seconds. Now save the file. You will be prompted to save in a file with macros enabled. Click Now and save it by selecting Excel Macro Enabled Workbook option. We close the file and open it again to activate the timer. Now click on full screen mode. As you see, the screens are now switching at a 10-second interval. Now let's go and unhide the info sheet and change the time to 5 seconds. And go to the full screen mode. Now the screens are switching at a faster rate. So we can control the rate of change by just changing it to a different time. So let's hide this again. Next, we will show how the data on chart change as new data is inserted into MySQL table. First, note down the total sales for current data. Next, check the Power Query and set the refresh rate to 1 minute. Now go to MySQL Workbench, execute the insert command to add more data into car sales table. Now verify if the data is in the table. So we have the new manufacturer called test. So go back to Excel and watch for change in values on charts. It should change in a minute since the data refresh rate is a minute. Now we see the test manufacturer. As the screen is switched, we see the test manufacturer with a value of 3,965. And now on the next screen, there is an increase in total sales to around 8.3 million. The Excel file used for this video is available in my GitHub repository. The link is shown in the video as well as in the description. Hope this helps you. Thank you.